Hello students, a very good morning to you. How are you? I hope you are okay and doing your work properly. So students, let's continue at chapter 6 of class 12, that is molecular basis of inheritance. As we know that many scientists came to know whether the genetic material is DNA and RNA, which we have studied. Then we will know the RNA world, in which how RNA is different from DNA. Now we will study, means today we will study the semi-conservative DNA replication by the experiment given by Michelson and Stern, Matthew Michelson and Franklin Stern. So let's understand the experimental proof. Experimental proof DNA replicates semi-conservatively. DNA replicates semi-conservatively means during the splitting of DNA, means when the parent forms the gamete, in gamete half the number of DNA goes and that DNA again forms its copy number. So that DNA replicates semi-conservatively, means if this is a DNA, then it will divide. One segment is like this, one strand is like this and another strand is like this. And at a time in both these strands will not form its copy or replica, they will form copy like this. Means here the DNA is single DNA, here it forms two DNAs, or we can say here one and here two. So how this happened? Let's understand through the experiment that is given by Michelson and Stern. So students, as you know, Michelson and Stern means Matthew Michelson and Franklin Stern gave this experiment in the year 1958. In 1958, they gave the experiment that DNA replicates semi-conservatively. Means the one strand of DNA forms its coding strands. Means when it separates, then it gives the template strand, and again there is a copy of that template strand is formed, which is complementary to another strand, and the base pairs also form complementary. So how they did this experiment, let's understand. As we know that about E. coli, means Escherichia coli. Escherichia coli is chosen for doing many experiments because of their short lifespan. E. coli means Escherichia coli is chosen for doing many experiments as it has less lifespan. It means it completes its life cycle within 20 minutes. Means within 20 minutes it can form its replica. Means it can give two new E. coli. So they take E. coli. Then what happen? They grow the E. coli in the medium containing nitrogen. Means in ammonium chloride, which is called as NH4Cl, in which the isotope, means the isotope of nitrogen is nitrogen 15, and nitrogen 15 is a heavy isotope. Nitrogen 15 is a heavy isotope. So let's understand. Michelson and Stern take E. coli and they grew E. coli in the medium that is containing ammonium chloride, in which the nitrogen is a heavy isotope, that is N15, and this is the ammonium or nitrogen is the main source for many generations. Remember here, nitrogen is the main source for many generations. Clear students? So nitrogen is the main source for many generations. So how this is the main source for many generations? As we know that when the grew E. coli in the nitrogen medium, then the nitrogen is incorporated into the E. coli, means the nitrogen 15 get into the E. coli, and when E. coli divides, then the nitrogen 15 also get divides. Suppose for example, this is the DNA. This is the DNA, 3 prime to 5 prime, 5 prime to 3 prime. When it is put into, or when E. coli is put into ammonium chloride, then nitrogen 15 incorporates or enters into E. coli, and when E. coli divides, this DNA, means this nitrogen 15 also get divides, and it forms 2. Again, to divide or to see whether it is divided, it is put in a gradient that is called as cesium chloride. Cesium chloride, Cs and Cl. Clear? So what is the importance of cesium chloride? Cesium chloride separates the heavy nitrogen from the light nitrogen, means this solution is used to separate the heavy one from the lighter one on the basis of their density gradient. We can write cesium chloride is chosen for separating the heavy isotope from lighter one on the basis of density gradient. As you know that what is density gradient? Suppose during centrifugation or when you are extracting butter from curd, then the butter comes upward, or which is called your cream. The cream comes upward. Why? Because it has less density or lighter in weight. So through centrifugation, this cesium chloride helps in separating the heavy nitrogen from the lighter nitrogen. Clear? And how this can be separated? By taking another solution that is containing ammonium chloride, in which NH4Cl, in which ammonium has the isotope nitrogen 14. Remember here, nitrogen 15 is not a radioactive isotope. Nitrogen 15 is not a radioactive isotope. That's why it can be separated very easily from nitrogen 14 by putting it in cesium chloride on the basis of density gradient. Clear? So we can say that this is the experiment done by Michelson and Stahl to show that DNA forms its replica semi-conservatively. It means only one strand at a time can form its replica. Both the strands are not form their replica, so one strand will form, then another will form. So this they take E. coli and put the E. coli in the ammonium chloride solution, in which the nitrogen enters into E. coli, in which the nitrogen contains, means the nitrogen has the isotope N15. And when it enters into E. coli, after some time, as you know that the E. coli has less lifespan, means up to 20 minutes. So within 20 minutes it completes its life cycle, and the nitrogen 15 get separated. First it will get incorporated, means introduced or enters, then it gets separated. Again, to separate this, means nitrogen 15 and nitrogen 14, here cesium chloride solution is chosen. That E. coli is put in the cesium chloride solution, and in cesium chloride solution, on the basis of density gradient, the nitrogen 15 is separated from nitrogen 14, and here I have told you that nitrogen 15 is not a radioactive isotope. That's why it can be easily separated from nitrogen 14. If the question will ask how nitrogen 15 can be separated, by, as as nitrogen 15 is radioactive, so it can be separated by putting it in the cesium chloride solution from nitrogen 14. Again, what happens after incorporate or when E. coli divides, then they put that solution into normal ammonium chloride, another normal ammonium chloride in which nitrogen has isotope 14. First in 15, then that solution is again put into nitrogen 14. Clear? And when it put into nitrogen 14, same procedure will be followed, means they get separated. Means here the nitrogen 15, let's see, suppose this is nitrogen 15, this is also nitrogen 15. Let's see through diagram. This is nitrogen 15, N15, N15. It will get separated. This is nitrogen 15, this is nitrogen 15, N15, N15. When the E. coli is again put in normal ammonium chloride NH4Cl that containing nitrogen 14 isotope, then what happened? Nitrogen 14 is attached to nitrogen 15 like this. So here we can say this one is hybrid. Sorry, this is hybrid. This is heavy. And this one is lighter. This is lighter, means in this only nitrogen 14 is present, so this is lighter. This is heavy because only nitrogen 15 is present and nitrogen 15 is heavier than nitrogen 14. Then this is hybrid, means here both nitrogen 15 and nitrogen 14 is present. So here replica will be formed, means the DNA strand will not exist as single strand, it exists as double strand. That's why when a single strand of nitrogen 15 is present, then the nitrogen 14 from the normal solution binds with nitrogen 15 and forms hybrid variety. And this will happen after 20 minutes. Means it needs, as you know that E. coli needs 20 minutes to complete its life cycle. So this heavy nitrogen 15 divides and they are combined, and this will take in 20 minutes. We can say after 20 minutes E. coli form two exact like this or like itself. So again after 20 minutes what happens, means after 40 minutes, after 40 minutes they will get separated. So here 1, then 2, 3 and 4, they all get separated. Then what happens, we will put the solution in which nitrogen 15 is present into normal ammonium chloride solution in which nitrogen 14 isotope is present. So here 14 will bind with this, then with this, then with this and with this. So after 40 minutes we can see two hybrid varieties and two lighter varieties, means nitrogen 15, nitrogen 14, then this is nitrogen 14, nitrogen 14, this one is nitrogen 14, nitrogen 15, this one is nitrogen 14 and nitrogen 14. So here we get 4 pairs, means we get 4 DNAs. In 20 minutes we will get 2, then after 40 minutes we will get 4, in which 2 are hybrid variety containing nitrogen 15 and 14 and 2 are lighter varieties containing only nitrogen 14 and 14. From this experiment, we can say that only a single strand can form its replica at a time. So both the strands, when get separated, they have copies formed. So from this experiment, we can say that here again, how many pairs will be formed after 60 minutes? But this 60 minutes is skipped in your book to make you confused. In your NCERT book, the question is asked how many E. coli or how many DNAs will form after 80 minutes. Can you say, if 20 minutes needs to complete its life cycle and after 20 minutes it forms 2, then 40 minutes it will form 4, then 60 minutes it will form 8, and after 80 minutes it will form 16. So like this 16 pairs will form, but the hybrid varieties, whether it is formed in million numbers, but remember the hybrid variety we will get only 2. Clear? Only 2. Whether it makes itself 8, 16, 32, 64, whatever, we will get the hybrid variety as 2. And rest of the DNAs we will get is many more. So from this experiment, we can say that the cesium chloride solution measures the densities and separates the heavier isotope from the lighter isotope, and they get combined with the nitrogen 14. And from the experiment, it is clear that the DNA replicates semi-conservatively. Clear, students? So I think you can do this and you can make the diagrams of yourself and can follow what will happen. So for today, this is all about your topic. But after this, many other scientists are come, like your Taylor, and they did the same experiment on Vixia fava or fava beans to know in how many times it will form DNA, whether the DNA replicates semi-conservatively or not, and they also found the same what Michelson and Stahl described. Clear? So for today, this is all about your experimental proof on semi-conservative DNA replication, and this will come as 5-mark question in your board exams, and this is most important. You have to just remember nitrogen 15 is a heavy isotope, nitrogen 14 is a light isotope. First nitrogen 15, E. coli is grown in nitrogen 15, then ammonium chloride solution in which nitrogen 15 is the heavy isotope. Nitrogen 15 incorporates into E. coli, and inside E. coli after 20 minutes it forms its replica, and E again that is get put into the cesium chloride solution which separates it, and after this it will again put in the ammonium chloride solution which contains normal nitrogen 14, and when it contains normal nitrogen 15 and when they get separated from each other, normal nitrogen 15 binds with heavy nitrogen 15. Normal nitrogen 14 is binds with heavy nitrogen 15 and forms hybrid variety. Again, as we know, it needs 20 minutes or within 20 minutes it completes its life cycle. So after 20 minutes it forms 2, 40 minutes it forms 4, 60 minutes it forms 8, and after 80 minutes it will form 16, in which the heavy and lighter variety of ratio we can get as, if we get 16 pairs or 16 DNAs, then it will be, its ratio will be, means heavy is to light or hybrid is to normal. Hybrid is to normal, then it will be 2 is to 14 or 1 is to 7. Clear, students? So for today this is all about your topic.